Well guys, we're in the middle of a nor'easter, but I think we're gonna try to hit the road in the Tesla, so let's see how rear wheel drive with a ton of power does in the snow. Guess we're gonna leave traction control for now. It looks like the road's starting to get covered, so I should head it now before the roads get any worse. Let's hope for the best. Oh man. All right, brake test. Oh, that's not bad at all. All right, guys. The, you know, it's a very heavy vehicle, so I think we should be okay. Luckily I was able to warm it up, and all the windows were nice and defrosted when I got in, so that's always a plus for the Tesla. But yeah, the roads, well, you can see the roads, they're pretty covered. You got some tire tracks here from another car, but they just started getting covered. When I woke up, they were still black, and I was like, oh, there's, you know, nothing on the road, so I'm gonna head in, but, woo, sliding out there. All right, well, that's not a good start. All right, well, we're just gonna take it easy and hope for the best, guys. So, let's, oof. A little bit of slipping and sliding there, so I'm gonna try to follow these tire tracks, but let's hope we make it in okay. Well, I'm not sure how much of that snow you guys can actually see on camera, but yeah, it's starting to pick up. It's definitely starting to pick up. I think the brunt of it is the bulk. I don't know. Anyways, most of it is, I think, coming down throughout the day today, but it is supposed to taper off until like early to mid-afternoon, supposedly. So I'm hoping that, you know, if the roads aren't too bad now, as long as I can make it in, let's hope. As long as I can make it in, the road should be treated and fairly clear by the time I leave at like 6-7 o'clock. So I guess we'll find out. But I'm sticking to, well, I'm kind of sticking to main roads. I don't know. We'll see how these roads are going in, and then I'll figure out what I'm going to do on the way home. But, you know, so far so good. Right now I'm following another little Lexus sedan in right now. So, you know, like these roads, it just kind of seems like they're wet with rain. There's not much coverage as far as snow goes. But either way, the Tesla is doing great. And, yeah, you just got to take it easy on the accelerometer because, well, hit that accelerometer and those wheels just break free. Yes, it is fun. It is a lot of fun.
Turn left on MacArthur Boulevard.
It's a lot of fun, but you got to be careful, guys. You got to be careful. All right, well, I will catch you guys later, I guess. Oh, this road's dicey. This road is dicey. Oh, God. Oh, God.
In 2.1 miles. Stay to the right to Clara Barton Parkway.
Oof. It's also super twisty and turny. This was the road I was worried about. I should have taken River all the way down to 495, but we're just gonna take it easy, and hopefully we don't lose any traction on a turn. All right. I'll update you guys when I get to DC. So normally this is bumper to bumper dead stop traffic right here, and right now there's no one, guys. This is great. This is phenomenal. Maybe that's a sign I shouldn't have driven in. No, but it's more just that. No, it's more just that. Well, all of the federal government is closed, all schools are closed, and well, most businesses are closed. So I'm just the one odd case that decided to drive in this morning. Yeah, personal problems. All right, guys, but hey, no traffic. That's what's up. Alright guys, we made it downtown. The roads really weren't that bad once you got onto Clara Barton and Canal Road and Whitehurst Freeway. They were all just like, well, it just kind of seemed like it rained, so no real issues. And well, we're about to pull in the garage now, luckily. I don't know how bad it's going to get during the day today. That's the issue. But either way, Tesla did fine. I mean, honestly, it's just kind of like, look, the roads are clear here. So it's kind of like you're not going to buy a car you can't drive in the rain. So that was kind of my thought process. The roads weren't great at home. Some of them were a little dicey. but once you got onto more main roads where other cars had been, or there had been any sort of salt treatment, golden, no issues at all. So, yeah, we made it to the garage. The garage is nice and empty because, well, all of DC is pretty much closed today. So I'm just gonna plug my car and get a nice charge going. All right, guys, well, I'll tell you what, we made it, we're safe and sound, and we're gonna go to class because I feel like I get more programming done here anyways. Plus you got people to help and you can work on stuff. There won't be any lectures today, but we're still in the middle of the, well, not in the middle, we're at the very beginning of the boot camp. So yeah, let's walk to class now. Well, I'll tell you what, guys, it just looks like the road's wet. Yeah, so much for a NorEaster. It got bad a little bit this morning when it started sticking, but then it just got wet again, and it just never really got cold enough to pile up. So the roads, well, as of right now, at least, they're perfectly clear and fine. And if this guy pulls out in front of me, oh, some lady. Yeah, so the roads, no issues, no issues. It was actually worse this morning than it is now. It's about 4 o'clock. And I just assume, well, they've been treated and or it's just wet enough, so it's just not sticking. It was too wet, it's too warm down here. Northern Maryland might have been a little bit worse. PA, who knows, New York City, probably snowing nicely up there, but luckily most people don't drive. They just kind of hop on the train to work, so it's not really a big deal. But anyways, it was nice. So when I drove in, really nobody on the roads because, well, everybody thought it was going to be terrible. Yeah, so coming home, no traffic going in or out, and just gonna stop, pick up some stuff at the grocery store for dinner, and we're good to go. But either way, Tesla did very well this morning. Granted, I did not go very fast, did not really push it because, well, I've had this car for about 3 weeks, and I do not want to crash it. That's the last thing I want to do. So I took it easy in the snow this morning, but it was fine, and yeah, it's only rear-wheel drive, but it got the job done. I assume this is going to be the last snowstorm for the winter, because it is, well, technically it's spring now, but yeah, who knows with the DMV area. For all I know, we're gonna get another NorEaster next week, but either way, we were golden. Honestly, the commute tomorrow is gonna be worse because everything's probably gonna freeze tonight, and on top of that, there's gonna be so much traffic tomorrow. So maybe I'll just try to leave. Trap reported ahead. Thanks, Waze. Anyways, maybe I'll just try to leave a little bit earlier and avoid more of the traffic, but I don't know. Either way, guys, yeah, so Tesla P85 in the snow, quote unquote, did fine. So I just say go for it. Just drive safely, guys. Drive safely. You gotta be careful with the regen braking. I did turn it off this morning because I felt like when I was stopping, if I was carrying enough momentum, then the regen could cause you to slide, but at the same time, I never felt like I was sliding because the traction control on this car is actually phenomenal. When you floor it, just the power, the torque that this car puts out can cause the wheels to break free so easily. So the traction control is really good, and it really keeps those tires, well, getting grip the whole time. So, you know, on the other side of the spectrum, if you start slipping because your car is trying to slow down with the regen braking, I feel as though the traction control does a good job to not ever let them slip, which is really good, obviously. So I will applaud Tesla for that. But anywho, we are getting to the grocery store now. So yeah, that's a wrap, guys. But I'd say this car does pretty well on the snow. So just drive safely.